Hello. Here we are. Hello, Hope. Big stretch. Yeah, it does feel like that. It does feel like that. I don't know. I don't know even know what I'm going to be trying to do today. I'm just going to try. I'm not going into this optimistically. I will say. So I don't know. Tie my hair up because it's annoying me. Okay. I should turn on my room light. There we go. Much better. Do want to help her, I can. Oh, thank you. Okay, let's do things that should have been done before I started streaming. It's fine. There we go. Blech. Okay. Okay. Left it for a full day. Because when I finished stream on Wednesday, I went and had dinner. I came back after dinner and tried some more and didn't make any progress. I've left it a full day. I didn't look at it at all yesterday. So, where are we? Book goes to the hip and is closed. When the hand goes to the hip, it goes to the hand and opens up to page 1. When we touch with the other hand, we go back into a neutral, we go back into the neutral non-animated state and then go to page 2. But also page 2 is glitching out for some unknown reason. So. This is the book grab. Waiting for contact. Move to hand, move to hip. Hip position, hand position. Pages. So enter, and we go to book is closed. Causes the book to close by default at the start. When the book is turned on, i.e. grabbed, it goes to this blend tree. Within the blend tree, we have a bunch of animations. I've tried this one, which was if page forwards equals true and the page number is less than 3, we go to this state here, which sets the page number to 3. If the page forward is false, we go back. But that is not working. I have an alternate thing that I tried here. So I need to put music on. I have an alternate method I tried here, which is currently disconnected. That also did not work. And this one was waiting for contact. Page 1. When page forwards is true and page 1 is greater than 0, turn to page 2. And then go back to wait for contact. That also did not work. So that's the extent of where I am. So book forwards is literally touching this side of the book to get the page to turn forwards. That's what book forwards is. We also have page backwards. Those are our two contacts. So we at least achieve this. I was talking with some friends in Virality last night, and I said that if after today I still can't get the page turning, I might just upload the book just with the it opens and it closes. Maybe make it a bit cheaper than I was initially thinking, and either leave it or see if I can release it as like a free update. And then we have hand test. Which causes it to T-pose. There's debug menu. So currently, page 1 is 0, book grab is false. Page forwards is currently true, because the hand detector is currently in page forwards. And page value has been set to 3. I move that out of there, and it flicks to page 2. Interesting. So it turns to page 2 when it exits. And I want it to turn to page 2 on entry, but instead it T-poses on entry. Hello, Core. Oh yes, happy birthday, Core. That almost completely escaped my mind. It's your birthday today. I hope you've been able to have it off. Hope you're not working today. Good, good. Well, I hope you have a good day. And I hope you're able to treat yourself to something nice. So where's the gesture manager? So debug. So page as a float is currently set to 0. Okay. So the page float is on 0. So when that touches there, debug. It's annoying that I can't like keep this open. The page float value has been set to 3. So it has arrived here on the set to 3. It has successfully achieved that. So we are successfully arriving here. I just broke up, so I freaking hope I'm off. Fair. Very fair. And what are your plans for today? Are they to do sweet sod all? That sounds like a good plan to me. So what if I put our page 2 animation in this slot? What would that change? Importantly, this doesn't do anything. That is important. We flick to page 2, but we flick to page 2 instantly. There was no transition. I don't get why the animation for page 2 is glitched inside here, because when you look at the animation for page 2, it's not. There's the animation for page 2. It is not glitched inside the cover, so I don't know why also that is occurring, because that shouldn't be happening. No actual plans at the moment. I'm gonna get a burger later. Maybe a lump beyond that. I guess watch the stream. Fair enough. Order yourself like some ice cream and some cake. It's a special day. Ice cream cake in the freezer. Hey, there you go. That's a nice treat. Okay, so we successfully turned to page 2. Interesting that this is playing the page flick, but it's just happening instantly, even though we have transition. Just immediately snaps open. Immediately snaps over to it. Okay, changing that didn't change anything. Interesting. It is actually showing there. Why is it in this window it shows it clipping into the other page when the animation itself doesn't do that? That's something to do with this? What if I created an empty state? Blank. Drink more tea. I am going to stream Virality tonight, but I don't know if I'm actually going to do the full 3 hours that I would normally do. Because there's a meetup at 10 I would like to go to. And I don't know if I really want to stream going to a meetup. So it might just be a short 2-hour stream. It's the Jex meetup. Let me double check the schedule again. Friday. Avian meetup. Would have been nice to take Kika there, but I'm still going to be streaming and I'll do this full length, so I'll skip that one. Ace meetup at 6 I want to try to go to, so finish stream at 5, quickly try and go do the grocery shopping as fast as we can. And when I come back from grocery shopping, I'll probably go straight into the Ace meetup. 7, have dinner. 8 o'clock, start stream. Jex meetup. They put the Jex meetup with the Rex meetup, which is so insulting. Jexes and Rexes are not the same thing. So yeah, so I might just do a 2-hour explore. See, to have a look around, because I went in yesterday, but I actually didn't explore because I went to a bunch of meetups, so I literally like walked 10 paces and then just stopped and was like hi and just started talking to people, so I haven't explored the worlds at all. TCRPG at midnight. I might go to 1 o'clock. I'm probably going to go to bed. And then Saturday. Artists? Oh, artisans. Interesting. Dragon meetup. Dealer's Den meetup I'll probably go to. 3. Workout with Soaring Fitness. They're the people that I've started doing workout with, so might attend that. At some point I'll probably go to the club. Nova Beast might be fun to go to. Ooh, Whispers Live at midnight. Probably going to watch that. Go to bed. Game Dev meetup on Sunday. I don't know if... but that's at 2 when we'd start stream. I don't know if I want to do Sunday stream. By fair, I mean completely not fair doing a short stream on my birthday. Wow. Wow. When you earlier this week you were talking about trying to play games while I was doing it because you were like, "Oh, Blue's not doing game night, so I guess I'll go do my own thing." Grey muzzle meetup. I hate that there is a chunk of the furry community that would probably say I qualify as grey muzzle now, and I'm like, what? I'm not going grey yet. You mean the orange community day? You basically forced on us. Pick a color. You went with yellow last time. I think that's why I got so confused when you were like Orange Day, and we were both like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Stop trying to make Orange Day a thing. It's not a thing. I decided orange worked better. It doesn't. I've learned this over the years of trying to run a community is you have to be explicit and clear, otherwise people don't know what you're talking about. So you can't just call it Orange Day. You have to just say alternate game night. And then people will go, ah. Weird. It's weird that this goes too far. It's orange because in the yellow color spectrum, primary colors red, blue, yellow, and without blue, we have orange. I know why it's orange, but the fact that you have to explain, go back to what I earlier said. I understand why it's orange. I understand that blue and orange are opposite each other on the spectrum. The fact that you have to explain to people what the hell you mean when you say an orange day shows that Orange Day, orange community, whatever, is a bad name for it. Because every time you have to explain what you mean. Even news like Orange Day, we play games from the Orange Box. No. Core was trying to make a joke about having a community night without me. And the joke is that color without blue is orange. But because Core keeps having to explain it, I'm saying it's a bad name. Just call it a game night. Just call it a game night. If you want to have a game night, have a game night. I've only ever explained it here because I think it's kind of clever. I mean, you've only explained it here, but when you posted it in the Discord, both me and Das went, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Hmm. 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 Maybe we don't go back. My birthday stop being mean. I'm allowed to be mean. Birthday beatings. That's the wrong hand. Okay. So we are setting the value to 3. That is appearing in the debug menu. And the page is now on, and page 2 is being played. It's not transitioning, though. And that's, I think, because the animation page 2 is literally just the book being open to page 2. So technically, I think that is working correctly. But it's not the effect I want, which is why I was trying to utilize a blend tree. Because a blend tree blends between the animations, and that gives us the page turn. That's why I was trying to use a blend tree. So while this is getting the book to turn, it's not using the blend tree, which is what I was trying to do. What if I duplicated the blend tree and had it go to the blend tree instead? So we made page forwards true, and then the state page less than 3. Page is less than 3. And we add a parameter driver to set page to 3. What happens if I do that? So it does. We still do the page transition. Interestingly, it doesn't. It doesn't like do a smooth transition. It does make it page 2, but it doesn't make it smoothly. It doesn't smoothly make it page 2, which is the thing I'm trying to achieve. So, like, I could set it up so that we flick between all of the pages, but it would do it instantly, and I'm trying to do it transitionally. That's the bit I can't work out. So it seems like it is correctly at least going, you want to set this value to 3. Well, the value of 3 in the blend tree is page 2. So, like, that bit has successfully been achieved, but we're not getting the blend. This blend between them is not being achieved, which is the bit I'm trying to get. Hmm. 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 So even though the blend tree is blending between these two states, I'm not able to. I still am not able to like smoothly call on it. I am. It does seem that I am able to call on it here and set it to that value, but I can't get it to transition smoothly. Unity transition blend tree animation. I'm gonna do something today. I don't know what, but we could do something today. Yeah, you should absolutely do something. Don't let me stop you. One dimensional blending. Okay. So in the blend type, select the animation parameter that controls this blend tree, which I'm assuming is going to be here. This parameter here, which is page. In this example, the parameter is direction, which varies between -1 and +1, denoting 0 as a straight run. When you add individual animations by clicking the plus, which we did there, and adding a motion field, when you're done, it should have something like this. A one-dimensional tray with multiple clips. The diagram at the top of the inspector shows the influence each of the child motions as the parameter varies between its minimum and maximum values. So that's this. Oops. So it shows how each peaks and troughs, basically. Each motion is shown as a little blue pyramid. The first and last are only shown in half, and if you click and hold down the left mouse button on one of them, the corresponding motion is highlighted in the motion list below. The peak of each pyramid defines the parameter value where the motion is at full influence, meaning the animation weight is 1, and the other animations have a weight of 0. This is called the threshold of motion. Okay. Red vertical bar indicates the value of the parameter. You press play in the preview, the inspector, and drag the red bar in the diagram left to right, you can see how the value of the parameter is controlling the direction of the blend shape. Yeah. I love how you randomly learnt to animate in this program from scratch. It's crazy. I am learning. I can't say I've learnt because it's not working. I am learning. Technically, I made the animations in Blender. I'm just trying to call on them, and I can't call on them correctly. Parameter range thresholds. This is doing a good job of telling me what all of this stuff, like, is, but it's not telling me how to, like, access it. It's like, cool, I know what a one-dimensional blend tree is. I've made one. How do I, like, grab it and use it? Excuse me. Oh, thank you, guys. I'm likely just going to become log today besides maybe popping on FF. Hey, if that's what you want to do. If that's what you want to do. Frankly, that was what I did on my birthday. I was like, time to do nothing. Most people would balk at all this work. I mean, I'm on the cusp of... Yeah. I said earlier, I was talking with some friends in Ferality about this, about the struggles I was having, and I said, if by the end of today I still can't get the page turning to work, I'm probably going to scrap the page turning and just get the book uploaded on the shop as a book that you can open. Because I can get it to open. We've successfully got it to go from your hip to your hand. Well, it goes from there to there, and it opens. And I'm probably just going to leave it at that if I can't get it to work by the end of today. Probably not even the end of today, frankly, because, like, technically, if I left it today, technically, and I'm true to myself if I don't work on Saturdays and I will stream on Sunday, it would mean I would come back on Monday to finish this, and Somna will be over. Well, it won't technically be over, but it'll basically be over. So it's like, I guess if I get to 4 and I've not done it, then we say fuck it. So I've got about an hour to try and work this out. Otherwise, I go fuck it. I take out all of the bits I'm not using, and we just upload it as that. Which is making me sweat a little bit of, oh fuck, I've got an hour to maybe try and solve it. And I know everyone's gonna say to me, like, why are you setting these arbitrary deadlines? And I'm like, because Ferality Somna is currently happening, and this is a Ferality Somna asset. There's no point in me trying to sell a Ferality Somna thing after Ferality Somna is over. That's why. It'd still be a nice asset. Well, thank you for saying so. watching another tutorial. Okay, this is different now. Oh, God, nope. That's not correct. That did not help. Hmm. Oh, the problem is that this is now going into coding because this is just a generic Unity. Hmm. Automate thresholds. What does this mean? Hmm. Hmm. I don't think any of that has helped me. While I have learnt stuff, I don't think any of it has helped me. This is the problem of like I'm trying to do it with VR chat because like a lot of these just generic Unity tutorials are like, oh, now that you've got the blend tree set up, we need to go into our coding script, and I'm like, I'm not using that because I'm not actually making a game. I'm trying to make something for a pre-existing game, and I have to use their system for it. That also is coding. That's not helpful. That's also code. Every single thing is the same. That's Read the parameters. Hiccup. Nope, that doesn't help. This doesn't help. More coding. Add motion, blend trees and root motion. I don't know. can't find anything. All the stuff that I've been finding about, like, how to change this value and stuff is, like, bringing up a line of code, and I'm like, I in this instance, I can't just use code. And I need to be able to do it, like, within this, like, tree system. I've got the option to add a value instead of setting a value, but that's not quite going to work either, because I basically want it to add until it reaches 3 and then stop. So I don't think that's going to work. VRC. What other things have we got? Animator, layer control, locomotion control, play control, temporary space tracking control, parameter driver, layer control. What's locomotion? Oh, that's just enable and disable locomotion. Okay. Doesn't help. I'm sat here in silence, out of ideas. Yeah, and all of the examples I'm seeing here about, like, doing blending literally get up as far as I have into having this all set up, and then it's like, next step in your script, use the animator to set the float value of this. I'm like, I'm not using scripting. And that's more coding. Direct blend tree provides extensive control over individual animation clips or blend trees by assigning each a dedicated parameter. Understanding direct blend trees. Step 2, step 3, step 4. Create a new blend tree. Set this one to direct. Actually, no. Delete that. Duplicate that. Let's go into here. Set this to direct. Parameter page 1, parameter page 2, parameter page 4, parameter page 6, parameter page 8. Why is that one not available? I feel like this is also not gonna do what I want. Because this is just another way of setting up a blend tree, but it's not solving my current problem, which is the transition. I still can't seem to tell it to do a smooth transition in any way. Why is this one blank? Why is it not appearing? No, this isn't doing. This is not doing what we're after at all. Delete that. That's not achieving it at all. Sub-state machine. Don't know what that does. that's helping. Close all of that. None of that's helping. It's just clogging up my screen with 5 million windows. I just keep finding the same thing over and over, which is how to like set up a blend tree and how you can set up a blend tree to toggle something. And I'm like, I'm not technically trying to toggle something. I'm trying to transition between two states. And I can only get it to be either yes or no. I can't get it to be yesant in the middle. And I'm finding zero answers on how to do that. Or if it's even possible. Maybe it's just not possible. Maybe that's why I can't find anything on it. Maybe it's just not possible in this system. And that's why I'm pulling my hair out. I'm trying to do something that is just impossible in this system. Do what, sorry? So... Okay, so I have a what is it? Boolean? I have a Boolean parameter that can be between 0 and 1. And on these different values, on this blend tree, is a different like step in this animation between these numbers. So 0.1 is page 1. If we go to 0.3, it's page 2, and so on and so forth. And currently, all I can do is tell it to set that parameter to a flat number of, set it to 2, set it to 3, set it to whatever. So it means that the book immediately snaps to that page. There's no in between. There's no 1.5, 1.4, 1. Whatever. There's no smooth increment in that number. And I cannot find anything anywhere to tell it to smoothly increment that number. It either goes to 1, it just goes from 1 to point thing. I know the song Nothing Since it's playing. Oh, why does the music player just break randomly? I don't know why it does that. Hang on, where's the thing? What was that last one? Yes, it was the Vegetable Valley one. Why is the thing broken? Streaming. Don't become a streamer. Maybe add a 0.1 on the modifier. I mean, I don't have a modifier. It's currently a transition state that is saying set thing to thing to thing. And I'm trying to do 2 jobs at once. Can't fucking find it. There we go. Refresh. So currently we go from closed to page 1. This transition, so this transition sets it from closed to open. So this transition happens when the book is open, and if the page value is less than 0.3, which is the number for page 2, So if the value is less than page 2 and the trigger is hit, turn to page 2 is what this is meant to be. Which it does, because this has the value, it set the value of the thing to page 2. But it does it instantly. There's no transition, which I will now show you. For like the 50th time today. So, book is closed. Book goes to hand, book opens, book is on page 1. We touch the side of the book, it immediately hits page 2. There was no page flip. Also, the animation's bugged, but that's a different problem that I'm not addressing right now. The page immediately flipped. There was no smooth transition from one to the other. And I cannot find a single thing anywhere to tell me how to do that. Because every single thing I can find about blend trees talks about going into a coding script, and I'm like, I'm not using a coding script. I would have to make them separate animations, but it's hard to explain the specifics. They are all, I mean, I tried them all with separate animations, but it was still the same problem of, it's not the problem in the animation, the problem is this transition window. It doesn't do in-betweens, this little transition line is the problem I'm finding. It doesn't do in-betweens, it does yes and no. I can't get this to do a transition in between the two. Even though in the preview window down there, it's doing a little flappy to be like, yes, we're transitioning between the two. But it doesn't. I'm not using that. So you can see over here, I've tried doing them all individually and threw it away because it didn't work. It won't do a smooth transition, it will only do snapping one to one. I don't want to be a coder, and I'm being forced to be a coder. I don't think I can explain it. Can you take a screenshot of it? I'll take anything at this point, because I've got about half an hour before I throw the entire thing in the bin. You take a screenshot of it if you can't explain it? Because I would love help if you think you know how you can do it. Oops, someone's throwing a tantrum outside. Relatable. That goes back to page 1. Night transition. toggle equals true, and book and page is less than 0.3. Are the pages using blend shapes? No, they're using a animation on rigged bones that are all here. Which is why I was using a blend tree to blend between them. I don't even know if that was the right thing to do. We go from book is closed to wait. Make transition. Book toggle equals true. Wait. Set value. So book is closed. So we enter, book is closed. Book is grabbed, which is book toggle. That goes to wait. From wait, if the book is open and the page value is less than 0.3, open page 1, then return to wait. If from wait, book is open and the page value is greater than 0.1, turn to page 2 and set the value to 0.3. Go back to wait. Can I buy it early so I can get the files to fix it? I mean, I said if I can't do it within now the next half hour, I will basically rip this out and sell it as it is, without the page turning. So by all means, if you want to buy it then and have a mess, you can. So yeah, so book is closed. Book gets opened and we wait. If book is opened and the value is less than 3, go to page 1 and set the value to 1. Go back. If we are waiting and the book is open and the value is more than 1, set to value to 3 and go to page 2. Does this do anything? Well, that's definitely not an improvement. Okay. It's just going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. It's just going backwards and forwards between 1. Right. Wider. And that's without the contact being in contact. That's just doing, it's just doing that. And that doesn't do anything. Loops on the animation. I don't know, but apparently I didn't tell it to, as far as I'm aware. This is new. We've not had this before. This is a new development. This is some new piece of fuckery. Constantly in contact? No, it does that when it's not being contacted, it's just doing it. It's just doing it. Click on the animation in assets and untick loop. What's that? That's hand position. That's hip position. The page animations do not have loop ticked. The page animations do not have loop ticked. Can you add a delay to one of them that activates? Never mind, strange. Yeah, it is strange. The whole thing is strange. It's just flip-flapping now. That's new. So it's going backwards and forwards between something. It's basically going backwards and forwards between these two repeatedly by the looks of it. Let's try a bit of avatar logic that I know. Animation. New animation. Blank. Create empty. Blank. Animation. You know what? Fine, we'll just blank. Save. Yes, replace it. And then add property. And record. Toggle. Done. Put blank in there. Animator. Okay. Gesture manager. Hand. No, that didn't do it. There's a bit of avatar logic, but that did not help with an asset. So, yeah, so maybe get rid of this. Gesture manager. No, it just keeps flip-flapping. So when the pages are out like that, that's the T-pose, essentially. So it's flicking, it's not like it's flicking between closed and page 1, it's flicking between, like, T-pose and page 1, which is a different development. That's a different problem. We had got it to go to page 1, and we were struggling to get it to go to page 2. Now we've gone back a step, and we're struggling to get it to go back to page 1 again. That's not doing anything. Bitch. Ugh. Yeah, so it's going rapidly backwards and forwards between. I'm going to assume that even though this, I'm going to assume that this state it is making it go back to a T pose. So that is a problem. If I don't have an animation in there, it just T poses. But I can't put in like the page 1 animation. Put the page 1 animation in there, surely it's just going to stay forever in page 1, which means I can't then turn the page. Yeah, so that goes to page 1. Hi, Glitchy! How you doing, darling? And then when we put this in, nothing happens, which is what I thought would happen. Oh, thank you for following, darling. How you doing today? Did you get your commission done? Ah, screams in Unity. Like at that point, it's like, why do we even have this? At that point, you can just have turn to page 1, make transition when book toggle is true. Doing good, hoping in say before going to VR for the avian meat. Got the avatars on. Nice, nice. I will not be there because I am working and I am crying. But I'll be on later tonight. I hope to see you then. Okay, scene. So gesture manager. That goes to the hand, and the hand has the book open. And that is as far as we can get. Everything, all of this is just semantics. We can get the book to open and to turn to page 1. Open to page 1. That is as much as we have achieved. The problem is that we seem to be unable to transition from page 1 to one of the other pages. That is presently the problem we are having. So you're working on the book you were talking about yesterday. How's it going? It's going bad. It's going bad. I can't get the page turning to work. I've got it so that if you grab the book, it'll open, but I can't get it the pages to turn after that. So if it's on your hip, you grab it with your hand, and the book opens. And what should happen is you should be able to like tap the side of the book and get the page to turn, and it won't do it. It won't do it. I think I'm just going to upload it without the page turning for now. Because I wanted to get it done for today because virality is already happening. You can have a book. And that is about as far as I've gotten. And I don't know, basically. I don't know. So I think even though I said I'd go to 4, I feel like I've just gone in a circle for the last 2 hours. Upload it and update it, so that's what I usually do. I think that's what I'm going to do. I said like 2 hours ago if I couldn't work it out, I would probably upload it without it, and I think I'm going to now. Because the day is almost up. I'm running out of time. So I think that's just going to be it. It's just going to have all of this stuff in it that is at a loose end. So I think I'm going to go and tidy up the material a little bit for the virality shader, summer shader. And I'll hop in VR for like 5 minutes to like take a photo of it, and then I'll upload it and leave it. Because I don't know. I'm not smart enough. I'm an artiste. I cannot do coding. Weh. Turn that down. It's so funny it being at a T-pose like that. It does work. Okay, so, both of these don't get used. Might as well delete them, get rid of some of the guff. That is not the correct one. Delete that. That's the animation controller, parameters menu, and the book menu, which doesn't presently have anything. Actually, I hope I'm up in VR. I can always help later if you want to try again. Oh, bless you! You're an absolute sweetheart. No, don't worry about me. Go to the bird meetup. And I will see you later. So I might just leave it. I might just leave it. Yeah, I'm gonna finish up the texture and get it uploaded as is, I think. I'm just going to leave all of those parameters in there for in the future. Okay. So, let me save this. Something noisy happening outside. Right. We're gonna close stream avatars because we're gonna try to open Substance really quickly. Substance Painter launch. I'll go now, see you later, get the texture done, take a break for a bit. Thanks, Glitchy, you're an absolute sweetheart. Yeah, I gotta get this done, go do grocery shoppings, come back, have food, do second stream where I will go be looking around for Alice. Recent files, book. Right, let's turn those page numbers off for now. Right, let's make a new folder. Masks. I know how to type masks. Color, black. Red. Right, red mask. Black mask. Copy gold corners. Actually, no, I'm going to copy gold pore sigil. Copy mask. Paste mask. Right, there's the paw print. There we go. There's a proper argument going on outside by the sounds of it. Right, create a new layer, and we're going to make this one green. And this is going to be the cover green. Add black mask. I'm going to put you underneath there so the red is on top. Okay, so we have a green mask on the cover. Oh, I need to do the corners. The edges, sorry. And we have a red mask on the gold. There we go. So there's our RGB mask. Export texture. Export open directory. And I'm going to grab that and rename it material mask. Turn that off. And one small change I wanted to do was on the front cover of the leather, I wanted to put a little gradient on it if I could. So I went with that color. multiply. And then I'm going to get a soft brush, add a black mask. And then we're going to blend, and we're blending. That'll do for me, I think. Right. Now, I wonder. Transform. I'm going to swap these pages round. File. Export textures. Export. Done. Save. Close that. Let's open this back up again. Head is a mess. I'm just going to rename all of these real quick. On a motorway station, life go by on a videotape. Spent a night in the woods to find direction. No, nowhere to go. I don't know where to go. Oh, oh. Okay, create folder textures. Is a mess. Book_maths. to go. I don't know where to go. Oh, oh. I'll never be anyone, and I'll never be anywhere but here. Okay, normal map. Fix. Masks and maps. Metallic. Occlusion mask. And mask 03. And then lighting. Occlusion is a bit strong. Let's turn the occlusion down. Alright, special effects. Stardust, enable. I want you to use map 3 so that you appear on the cover in green like that. Constellation, enable, use the constellation sprite sheet, wherever that is. There it is. Job search, I can't find anything with sponsorship opportunities. Oh man, that sucks. Yeah, that's probably going to be like the really hard part, weirdly. Okay. Stardust, and then Star Shine. Enable the Star Shine. Use base color. It's already using the map I want it to use, so our metallic is like extra special, fancy, shiny. Normal intensity. Maybe turn down the normal intensity a little bit. Oh my goodness! Let's go! Pirate, thank you for the tier 3 sub. Thank you so much. Also, hi Natan. Hello. I hope you're having a good day. It's amazing how much my mood has improved now that I'm not trying to do Unity coding and instead I'm doing pretty things like texturing. Okay, there's the texture sorted. Right, so one last test. Doing good. How was Frelshi last night? It was good. I made some new friends. We had a lovely old talk. Lots of talk about D&D. Right. So hand test 1. Whap. Book goes to your hand. Hand test doesn't do anything because we've told it not to now. Okay. Also, before we go any further, Somna book, VRC Fury. I suppose I should put a toggle in. Toggle VRC Fury. Virality. I'll just make it book, and people can put it in whatever they want. Toggle, object toggle, turn that off. Options, save between world. So I couldn't join, but again, I set my whole weekend to be able to join people whenever. Nice, nice. Have you sort of like noted any events or meetups you'd like to go to? Because so I'm gonna be streaming tonight from 8, but I'm probably only going to stream until 10 because there's a 10 o'clock meetup I want to go to. Day's okay, good. Though sadly a lot to do, not much time for chatting. Fair enough. Have fun, whatever this is. Thanks. I'm trying to make a book for Ferality, and Ferality is already happening, so I'm stressed. Should probably do that. Yeah. See, you, unlike me, could probably go to the Kobold meetup. Because for me, the Kobold meetup is at ass o'clock in the morning. That is a shit time for me. It's probably not a shit time for you. Which is Saturday morning for me. Right. So we have the container, the book. Hand target, hip target. Unpack and read me. Right, so create. Show an explorer. It's on the book. New text. Read me. Thank you for purchasing this asset. Jesus, it's getting windy out there. Good lord. That was loud. When did Twitch introduce clip leaderboards? A couple of days ago, I think. Is their attempt to kind of drive engagement with people, of people can compete to have clip leaderboards. Because the it's based on how many views the clip gets, so it's trying to encourage people to share clips around and stuff, which is, I suppose, nice for the streamer. Thank you for purchasing this asset. Drag and drop the make sure to install VRC Fury and the Ferality Sumner shader into your project. Drag and drop the prefab onto your avatar in the hierarchy. Unpack the prefab. VRC Fury will advise you not to, but do this anyway. Locate the hip target and hand target. Move these to your avatar's left hip and right hand respectively. So position these you do not need to parent these to the bones. VRC Fury should handle this. Now that you're not super stressed, you want to remove the bot. I got confirmed it's banned on the platform already, though. What? Do you mean the bot that was, like, posting stuff in chat? Yeah, I think they already got nuked. Right, have I missed anything else? The book will be open see picture for example of hip positioning. Save. I said that I would never do. Create new clipboard. Crop. File, save as desktop, JPEG, hip example. Comment. I am hoping that is clear enough. Hello, Fane. It was lovely to see you last night. Yes, I love this. I think Danny has a great singing voice. It's just funny because the general theme of most of the NSP songs make me cringe a little bit, but when Danny just sings like regular music, it's lovely. Okay, thank you for purchasing this asset. Make sure to install VRC Fury and Ferality Somna shader into your project. Drag and drop the prefab into your avatar in the hierarchy. Unpack the prefab. VRC Fury will advise you not to, but do this anyway. Locate the hip target and hand target. Position these on your avatar's left hip and right hand, respectively. You do not need to parent these to the bones. VRC Fury should handle this. See picture, for example, of hip positioning. I think that is it. I think that's our instructions. Folder FBX. Folder parameters, menus, anims, controller. Basically just put everything else in there. Okay. Summoner book, amateur VRC Fury. Did you get the book working? No! This is me in the giving up stage. If not, you'll get a message from me on Discord. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No, this is me giving up. I did not get the page turning to work. I got it to open. It opens, so we're just leaving it as is because I just want to stop. So, all right, that just goes in there. I'm going to drop the prefab book container onto your avatar. Save. Autofix. 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 Book test. Build and test. Okay. Time to get the headset out. Which does mean I will need to turn the VTuber off, because the VTuber does not like running while we have VR up and running. So while that build and tests, I'm going to get the headset turned on. I'm also going to go to the bathroom break real quick. So don't go anywhere, because we're going to go find out if this thing actually works. See you in a few. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. There we go. You always like to wait for when I'm not here, don't you? There we go. Hi. Thank you, Hope. Thank you for the gifted sub. Thank you for gifting a sub to Besso. That's very kind of you. Yes, hello. I'm in VR chat. Hi. This is my avatar for Somna. Hang on. In typical me fashion, I didn't change too much. But everybody seems to love the galaxy effects that I've got on my hands and on my tail. And of course I have my own scarf. Gonna put my scarf on. Got the hourglass. Right. I don't even know if I'm gonna bother with, world. Love the star tips and hands. Thank you! Thank you very much. I liked the idea. Blue doesn't have any markings, so I was struggling to think of what to do. Yeah, hang on. Come hither. You'll get to see this in person. Pirate. There. It's partially transparent. Wow. Into space with you. Gotta put my badge on. I guess I'm working in Unity later today. Oh yeah, make sure your stuff is charged. And things like that. and the usual stuff that people forget. Cool, very cool hand. Thank you. It has a bug in it, which I will share later. Thanks. Thought so. Thought so. Put your stuff on charge. Right. I lifted that back up because the instinct is to be like, let's look at the camera. I got my badge on this little belt harness that I made for myself to hang stuff off of. Because I made all these accessories, but Blue also doesn't Blue doesn't have markings and she doesn't tend to wear clothes. What bug? A spider? I will share with you what the bug is on actual VR stream later tonight. Because this is not technically VR stream, this is still testing. Right, avatars. SDK test avatars. SDK Nova Beast. Okay. Book. Well, there it is, on my hip. There it is. This hand should not do anything. This hand should not do anything, but this hand should. There we go. And it opens. There you go. There's text in here. Yeah, I think it was a better shout to swap the flower for the constellation. And then I believe I put it back, and I mean the position of the contact is user preference. So let me options, avatar, overlay, contacts. Uh-oh. That's not good. It's supposed to close. It didn't close when it got put back. Thank you for that, call. Uh-oh. We have a bug. It's not closing. Okay. Interesting. I mean, the book looks neat. It looks neat. What? Will you not be joining us? I most likely can't. Yeah, well, you gotta remember, Ferality is a paid event, Pirate. Not everybody's gonna pay to go to it. If they're not particularly for it. When the overlay isn't on, I actually don't know where it is. For the Nova Beast, I evidently put it too high, but again, the position you want to put it in is, like, based on your avatar. There we go. Doesn't help I don't have full body tracking, so... Interestingly, it's also, I mean, the animation is broken, so that's actually redundant. I was like, oh, it's not transitioning, it's not doing the, like, whoop, whoop, it's doing it instantly again, but I mean, the animation's full-on broken, so... Yeah. If I reset... Book. Okay, I think it did do the animation there. Interesting, if I toggle it, it stays in my hand. That's fine, I'm okay with it doing that. Look at it looks really cute though to hold. Look at this Nova Beast with their little book. It looks cute at least. But yeah, animation's broken. Might join y'all next year, can't promise though. Fair. Maybe by then, it would be cool if you had a headset. That would be fun. Yeah. Animation's broken. God damn it! Back to the drawing board. Why is that not working? I thought that was working in Unity. Okay, let's wander over. I guess we're gonna do this without the VTuber because VTuber doesn't like running with VR chat. Sorry about that. Changing sources. Thank you. It's like a hall monitor taking notes who doesn't have a hall pass. That's fair. Yeah. Here we go. Yeah. Different microphone. Not using the VR microphone. Different microphone when we're in VR versus at my desk. So hand R, good, okay. And this is a hand R collider. Right, so what the hell happened that in VR chat it's now not working? I could have sworn this was working a second ago. Book opens. The book close is broken. Why is book close broken? I need to unpack this prefab. What the hell happened? We had it before. Is it because I haven't got a transition back? Book toggle is false. There we go. Okay. Stood against the wall and had a panic attack. Build and test. Do you want to go home? Oh god, as the music lags and stutters as Unity uploads stuff. To a single one. Okay, avatar built. Right. Okay. Well, I hope you can still hear me. Ugh. Okay. Avatars recently used. Back to here. Avatars. Can still hear you. Good, excellent. Okay. Book. I'm struggling to find the collider. I definitely need to put it higher. There we go. There we go. There we go. Jesus, my other controller fucked up then. There we go. It works. I'm so hungry, can eat y'all at the moment. Oh my god, go eat! Go eat. Right, what time are we on? 25, okay, because 5 o'clock is when we're meant to be going for groceries, and then after that, I'm going to try to be going to a meetup, and then after that meetup, I'm then eating, and then after that, I'm streaming again. It's going to be a bit tight. Don't be surprised if stream is late. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put this... Okay, I'm going to put the book on my avatar. And then we're going to take both my avatar and this Nova Beast into the Ferality World to take photos. And we're going to get photos done really quickly. And we'll try to write a store page thing. Oh my god, I forgot the whole store. The store page is a thing that takes a long time to make. It does at least make me smile that it looks nice. It does, like, it looks nice with the Nova Beast. It does at least look nice for them to hold it. It's definitely way too low on the hip. But, yeah. It looks nice at least. Okay. Yeah, definitely too low. Need to put it higher. Okay. I'll see if I can leave VR chat running. Okay. Because hopefully this isn't going to take long. Right. So, I'll save. And then we're going to grab all of this and export the package. Export. And I'm going to export this package to my files, Skywolf Creations, Gumroad, create new, folder, Somna book. I haven't thought of a name for it, like, the Stardust Hourglass, I love that name that I came up with. I can't think of a fancy name for the book. Dreamer's Diary, maybe? Maybe Dreamer's Diary would be a nice name. Actually, yeah. Dreamer's Diary. Unity package. Save. Okay. Right, one thing I will do is... Actually, no, I don't need to faff around with that. Save. Kitbash. Enjoy your food! I forgot that frailty assets exist that I paid for. Oh my god, Pirate. Yes, you literally paid for the higher tier. Do you know how almost every year I look at the assets that they give to the higher tiers and I'm like, man, those are cool. I wish I had those, and I don't. Though my answer to that this year was that I made my own scarf. That's what we call growth. Everything's lagging. I'm also going to change what side. I'm going to have the hip for the book on my right side, I think. No, because I'll probably accidentally pick it up a lot. Yeah, I'll keep it on the left. And I'm going to change the side that my hourglass is on. Okay, I literally just briefly put the headset back on to check. So yeah, I'm going to change what side my hourglass is on, because my right hand would probably accidentally pick up the book a lot if I put it on the other side. And then in the hourglass, fizz bones, colliders. I want to use my right leg collider instead, because I've changed what side it is on. Wow. Clips in a little bit, but I'm fine with that. I don't want to mess around with changing where the leg collider is. I haven't seen anyone else with a scarf or hourglass yet, except my friends. If I see one in the wild, I might like go over to them and ask if I can have like a picture and stuff, just to be like, oh my god, you're a person who bought my thing who I don't know. Okay. Save. So, now, let's find the file. Open file location. And we're just going to drag and drop the Dreamer's Diary into here. It's called the Somna book in the thing, but yeah. Right. Posture check. Thank you. I am actually standing. I'm sitting up so straight right now because I've still got the headset balanced on my head. So I'm like actually kind of tense and very straight at the moment to keep the headset balancing on my head. Really, I should take it off. Right, so book goes into there, following my own instruction. Prefab, unpack. So hand about there-ish. Hip Yeah, the hip was way too low on the Nova Beast, Jesus. Right, like that. Tense may not be ideal. Yeah, I know. It's only meant to be quick, okay? Right, gesture manager. Turn book on. There is book. It is floating a little bit. I need to move it closer to my hip. But there it is. Can I move this closer while it's live? Probably not. No, I don't think I can. I'm just going to think I'm going to move it back slightly. Again, positioning is up to personal taste. Look how much stuff I have on this now. Create empty, hand test. Add components, contact, sender, add, right hand. It's like you're getting kicked out for a boss fight. A little bit, yeah. But the boss fight is virality. Gesture manager. Book. Hand test. There we go, goes into the hand. Right. I need to move it out further because my fingers clip through it. And then it goes back. Okay, that position looks a bit better. Doesn't look like it's floating anymore. Your link at the end of the game is just 50 thingamabobs. Yeah, I got my book, I got my hourglass, I got my scarf. Quite pleased with how I look this year. I think Umbra was my best with the Monster Hunter glaive, but that was the first time that I committed to having like an actual outfit. When you stubbornly are like, I don't want to have just clothes, you're very limited. Which is why I made a bunch of accessories. What was I looking for? I was looking for gesture manager. Yep, that looks good to me. Star Traveler. Right. Hand target needs to be lower. Let's try that. There's a Shinx in the chat. Occurs to me that PK could be Puntable Kobold. Don't say that. I have a kobold called Punt. We can't get the two of them mixed up. And now I think I went too far. Actually, I'm doing this in such a long-winded way. Where is it? There we go. I think last time we talked it may have been in web fishing. Oh my god, that was a while ago. It's been a long time since we played web fishing. OPK, you'll love this. If you remember, every year Ferality has like official Ferality like game lobbies. So they're just like game worlds that other people have made, but they make like official Ferality lobbies of them. And one of the game lobbies this year is the fishing world. So we can just go fish at Ferality. We can just go. We can literally play web fishing in VR chat. We can go join the fishing world and meet like other people who are also going to Ferality. Because you know, people can just join any instance so long as they have a Ferality ticket. So we can literally just be in a Ferality lobby fishing and just be like, "Hi, who are you?" BK's just like, right now I know how I'm spending the rest of my weekend. Oops, I left it in there. Okay, that's a little better, but we're still a bit clipping through a bit. I think I just want to keep moving it along. It needs to be more in the center of my palm. Exactly. Yeah. Well done to whichever Ferality staff member was like, what if we asked the fishing people if we could have the fishing game at Ferality? And then it's literally web fishing. But VR. There we go, that's better. It's not clipping through there. That's better. Okay. We'll go with that. Build and test. I also need to get, because I like doing it for my avatars now, getting a proper photo of this to put in the thumbnail. How is VR doing? VR does not appear to have crashed. Good. Oh, bit of jittering as we load. It's already nearly 5. I should really know by now that it takes actually quite a long time to set up a store page as well. And being like, oh, you know, I'll stop working on it at 4, and then like, I'll upload the package and take photos and get the store page made, and it's like, that is not a job that can be done in an hour. It doesn't sound like a lot, but it definitely takes more than an hour to do that. Okay, avatar build successful. Right, back to VR we go. Right. Right, where's our avatar menu? Test avatar. That one has the hourglass on the different hip. There we go. Hourglass is on the different hip now. So, book. There it is. And there it is. Oh, my finger's clipping through it ever so slightly. Okay. This is good enough for photoing. This is good enough for photoing, right. The open virality schedule, and I'm going to go find an instance that is hopefully empty. Explore. The lobby is open now. I don't want to go to the lobby. Give me an empty lobby. That's an empty lobby, okay. Okay. Hi guys, this is your first sneak peek at the Somna Worlds. Make you flying. Avatars. Okay, there's the book. Okay. You know what? Instead of being inside, let's go outside. Oh. Anchor. Local. Okay, let's stand next to here. I don't fully know how this works. I don't know. Don't fully know how that works. Right. Turn off flying. Actually, I'm going to turn off the Sora because it's kind of distracting a little bit. Virality, Sora. I think I need to be a little bit closer because we're not really seeing the book too well. Behavior. Don't look directly at me because I want to be off-center slightly. Yeah, something like that. Let's have it slightly more facing the camera. Yeah. Let's go with that. Okay, where else can we go have a look around real quick? There's a nice sofa here. Where's my chair? Let me actually, like, sit down. There we go. Okay. Also, the reason I said that we're going grocery shopping at 5, but I'm still going, is I can hear Spook is still in the shower. So I might as well keep going. Let's try this one as the Nova. God, it's actually really hard to... I definitely need to put it higher. It's actually really hard to grab it. There we go. Right, and this one I want to show the front cover. It's a shame that it's actually a little on the dark side in here, but go figure. That's probably good enough. Okay. I don't suppose there is anywhere with slightly better light. It looks a little lighter out here. Let's go back to me. And get a picture of it on the hip. And only because it's their test avatars, I have to turn everything on every time. Because it doesn't save between things on test avatars. Flying. Turn this way. Right, I want a nice angle to catch the cover. Yeah, kind of like that, but... Okay, so that is... that's not a bad angle. Oh, of course, because it's got the starshine on, it's going to glitter and change each time. Right, I'm basically waiting for that glitter to come back. Actually, let's just hold my arm up. Come on. Oop. There we go. Right, that'll do for here. Let's go to the photo booth. Worlds. Recently visited. Photo studio, new instance, private, join. Right. You still in there? Oh, God. Kid you not? Thank you. Okay. There we go. Light. Definitely won't put that too low. Right. And because this room actually has light in it, we can get photos of the book better. Time to go into the void. Mask, world. There we go. Right. When I was at Ferality last night, I turned my camera down from 4K to just regular 2K. Because I tried to take a photo and it did not like it. But for the purposes of the shop, I will put this back up to 4K. It's for that reason that I didn't take those glamour shots in 4K. Right. Flying, come closer to me so that we can get a picture of the book cover actually, like, in the light. Oh, this is actually really hard to, like, do. There we go. Okay. Camera, come over here, please. Come in closer. And I'm gonna step to the side so that we can have a look at the interior of the book. Take a look, it's in a book. Oops. I will be impressed for people who know what the text in the book is from without Googling it, because obviously anybody can Google it. But if someone can just read the text and know what that's from, congratulations, you're very cultured. Okay, let's put it back, if we can, on the Nova Beast. Definitely way too high. Got wide hips. Definitely put it way too high. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, that's probably photos done. There we go. Okay, we're done in the void. We're done in the void. Into the void! There you go, we're done in the void. Right. Sorry for not responding for a long time as much as I was like, are you still there? Because I was concentrating myself. Right. Oh, I should probably turn that back down from 4K so I don't have the same problem I had last time. Yeah, literally VR chat's like, hey, taking photos at high resolution could cause lag. And I'm like, yeah, I learned that the hard way. I nearly died. Yeah, excuse me. Okay. The lobby glitched out last night, but I think they fixed it. I did see that on in the Discord thing. As you got to explore it early yesterday because everyone left, the glitch made everyone respawn when someone joined. Oh, wow, okay. That is quite the glitch. I'm going to assume that's been fixed. Otherwise, I feel like more people would be talking about it. What's interesting is I can actually see screen tearing happening in my headset now, which is usually a bad sign of my headset might crash soon. Hopefully it doesn't. I can see a bit of screen tearing occurring. Right. Okay, I think I'm fairly happy with that. I just got to reposition on the hand ever so slightly. Because my finger is clipping through on the page, but that's just personal use. Right, yeah, I guess we're done in VR chat for now. Yes, exit VR chat. Okay. Come again. Okay, my headset has 87% battery after that. That should be fine to see me through the evening. Because I don't want to be overcharging it all the time. That's also not good for the battery. Power options. No, I didn't want to turn it to sleep because the battery's definitely going to drain if it's just in sleep mode. Power options, power off. Because I'm not going to be using you for another 3 hours technically, but that will come by very fast. There we go. I'm coming back. I'm coming back for you, baby. I'm coming back for you. What? The post headset. Dropped a spicy meme in the meme chat. I will watch that later. Okay. And get this in the right position now, and then I will actually upload this so that it's ready for next stream. What am I doing? Locomotion. It's still clipping through. I have such bappy hands. Interesting that it spins like that, because it's not supposed to, but it seems like it's working anyway. Well, thanks, Raz. Yes, I could do with a drink, actually. There we go. It's not clipping through anymore. Cool. Save that, and I'm actually going to upload it. Actually, let's look at the pictures I just took. Book. Delete that. No, I don't think I want that as my profile picture yet. So much red. Publish. So many red things. Okay. Right, we're gonna let that upload. Right, we're gonna make a start on the store page, although I can hear that Spook is out of the shower, so I will very soon end stream so that we can go grocery shopping. I'm not going to make the meat that I wanted to make at 6. But it is what it is. Right, how much do I want to put this up for? Because honestly, I was considering putting it up for like $10 with the page turning, because the page turning was complex, but the page turning ended up being so complex I couldn't get it done. So now it just opens and closes. Right, you're done. Save, you're done. I'm just going to come over here briefly. Close all that. Can I send you a video of how I would set it up? Sure. You can just post it in Discord, in the Discord server, I don't mind. You can just post it. Let's see, the hourglass is 7. I might also put the book up for 7, and if we get the page turning working in the future, up the cost to 8. New product. Digital product, Dreamer's Diary. Virality Somna inspired asset for VR chat. Lengthy name. That is the full name of the listing. Should Dreamers have an apostrophe? It's a possessive. It's not the dreamer is, it's the dreamer s. I don't think it needs the apostrophe. Have you spent this entire time also trying to work it out, Ace? Possessive has the apostrophe, I think. No, because if it's an apostrophe, it's a contraction, right? So it's literally the apostrophe is because it is dreamer is. That's a contraction. That's what an apostrophe is for, right? We're having primary school level English discussions at the moment. Dreamers with the apostrophe afterward would have one. Where's Curls when you need her? Where's the English major? I only took 5 minutes, so it was just a bit obnoxious about trying to convey the info. I mean, Curls is not online. I literally looked at my Discord to be like, is Curls online so I can scream at her what the possessive is? No, she is not. Okay, Dreamer's Diary. Okay. grab all of this to start with. Dreamer's Diary prefab, including textures and VRC Fury components. Let's go with that. Let's go with that. VRC Fury components. That sounds nice and fancy, rather than listing 500 million things. And a substance paint file base. Avatars pictures using examples not included. Materials provided use for virality somewhere found here. Not an issue, but I'm gonna post something. Don't tell me that something is broken. Ah, it looks like you worked it out. Oh god, fucking Discord compression. I can't see a goddamn thing. Discord compression. I cannot read any of these. No, I broke it. Oh, good job, Pirate. Nice, it looks like you worked out how to do it. Yeah, it goes from one to the other to the other. I can't read, which I'm gonna have to just visually compare it for whatever field that is. Can you make that so that it does it when you interact with a collider? Is that a thing? Can you just make it so that one of the conditions is just okay? I'll have to look at that later because we're literally in need to be going territory. I haven't made the thumbnail or anything. I'm not going to get this done today because I need to go. I'm not going to get this done today. I'm going to end up breaking my rule of not working on a Saturday because there is absolutely no point in me getting this asset done on like a Sunday or a Monday when the convention's almost over. I'm going to have to break my rule to get this out so that it is at least out for people to get. Gumroad page. Gumroad thumbnail. For VR chat. Text. Dreamer's Diary. I've also broken my own thing of I normally try to make the avatar that is on the thumbnail one of my avatars. So I will want to retake this at some point. Save duplicate as book Gumroad thumbnail. PNG. Put your badges from Ferality in the book. No. The sole reason being, I don't have time. Nice idea, I don't have time. for the next Ferality or the forthcoming ones. Yeah, that's more doable. Okay. I should have taken this more zoomed out. Like a passport book or a sticker book. That's a neat idea. That's just like retexturing it. That could be fun. The alternate use that people can use it for. Save. Hindsight is 2020. I'm looking back and I'm like, I should have taken a photo of this. I shouldn't have taken a photo of this. It's because I'm rushing. And when you rush, you make mistakes. Book Gumroad page. Duplicate, PNG. Book Gumroad thumbnail. Book Gumroad page. If you ever want help, feel free to let me know. I'd be happy to go through with it for you. Yeah, I would love to one of the days. If I can actually get it the thing to work how I want it to, that would be great. Probably not within the next week though. That's probably not going to happen, just because I have too much going on. Computer files. Thumbnail. That's what I'm after. Gumroad. Book thumbnail. Gumroad page. Which pictures do I want? That one, and that one, methinks. You can even tell in comparison to the other pages that this is a rush page, because the other pages at least have like vague things of like, you can do stuff. This one's just blank. Of just like, oh, no text, no time. No time to think of text. Hi, Vaz. Why haven't you uploaded yet? Save. A dream journal is just the thing when just the thing you need when traveling through the dreamscape. Did you do it? No! Computer file. Files. Let's go with creations. Gumroad. No, that's the Hourglass book. Dreamer's Diary. UV package. I need to go find the substance package. And I can never remember where my substance files get saved because they get saved in a fucky place. Files. Substance files. Book. Files. Substance files. Accessories. Book. Summon a book. Substance. Open. Thank you for purchasing this asset. Just drag and drop the Unity package into your project to get started. Be sure to read the README file included. That is not what I meant to do. No one combine it, I was just trying to reorder them. There we go. Save changes. README file. If you mean by, I hate this fucking thing, I hope it dies, then yes, you did. Yeah, that's an accurate description, Gore. That's accurate. Hurls book out of window. Why did none of these pictures upload? I uploaded them to the wrong one, didn't I? That's probably why. Making mistakes because I'm rushing. More haste, less speed, as my father always likes to say to me. There we go. Yeah, I'm not making this me up. I don't know what Spook's doing. I can hear him doing something. Oh, you got the scrunchies! Yes, you discovered the scrunchies. That's how I make sure that the legs don't clip through. That's how I make sure that they don't clip. Do you want to know what's fun? Your hands also do it. That's cursed. Mm-hmm. The inner workings of avatar creation. Dreamer's Diary. He uses VRC constraints so that the book can rest on your hip and then be grabbed by your hand and opened. Content. The constraints the contacts, the default contacts, the book is set up with uses your right hand, no gesture necessary. You can change this if you wish in the contact. No gesture necessary. I'm not gonna start telling people like you can change this of like the people will end up breaking it. And no gesture necessary. With no gesture necessary. Save. I haven't even started putting this on Jinxie. I should have done Jinxie first. Jinxie gives me a better cut. And wait, make more money off Jinxie. Work that one out. If you want to buy this, consider buying it in like an hour's time when I've come back from grocery shopping and maybe made the Jinxie page. I should have made the Jinxie page first. You know what, I just won't set it live. I think the Gumroad page is done. I just won't set it live. Dreamer's Diary, Substance Painter. I think I was... No, yeah, that is the correct version. I think I used to use an older version of Substance Painter, and now I just go, fuck it. I'm gonna have to double check, though. I'm gonna have to double check what version this is. That's something I forgot. I technically had another version of Substance Painter, and because I copy and paste this description. Version 10.1.2, yes. I got Lightning Kitty. Hey! The Zeraora? Is that what you're talking about in TCG? I'm making some leaps and assumptions here. Okay. The brain cells aligned. You could have been talking about, I don't know, something from freaking Digimon, I don't know. Okay, this is all correct. Save. That's all correct there. Right. I have 15 minutes until the meetup, so I guess I'm not going, but we need to go get groceries, and I need to have food, and I need to set up second stream, and I have a lot to do, and I'm stressed. So I will see you guys later when I am hopefully less stressed. I will be less stressed when the next stream starts, because I will just be in Ferality and going around. Me? Digimon? Really? I was going to say Monster Hunter, but then I was like, I can't think of an electric cat monster off the top of my head, so I went with Digimon. I know Digimon was not a good pull. I couldn't think of an example, which is probably why I was able to guess what you were talking about. But anyway, I'm going to go and try not be stressed. If you would like to buy this book, please consider waiting an hour for me to get the Jinxie page up. I will post in the Discord. I will see you later. I'll see you in a little under 2 hours. That's not a lot of time. Stream's probably going to be late. Bye.